Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we got a brand new update on the anti-cheat changes coming with Black Ops 6. Obviously, Ricochet as an anti-cheat has been in the crosshairs as of late because of everything going on with the new exploit that was actually allowing certain cheaters to go through and permaban accounts falsely but make it look like it was real. Whole situation that we discussed yesterday in a video in detail. But with that announcement yesterday that Activision had figured out what was going on there and they were looking into it and actively working to fix it, they also announced that today we'd be seeing a new update and breakdown in regards to what Ricochet will be doing with Black Ops 6 and the changes and updates coming with it at launch. And we now have this full blog, so the Ricochet anti-cheat progress report for Black Ops 6 launch. As we do go through and dive into all the details and updates revealed here, keep in mind every single day I got you guys covered with news, updates, patch notes, meta breakdowns. Absolutely everything going on in Call of Duty is here on a daily basis, so feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. Obviously a lot of major info coming up in the next few days as we get closer and closer to the Black Ops 6 launch. And if you enjoyed this video, a like rating is always appreciated. It does really help spread the video out to new viewers. But here's what they say. Team Ricochet reveals anti-cheat updates in Black Ops 6 launch plans. When it first launched, Ricochet was committed to providing players with clear and transparent communication on our methods to protect COD from cheaters. That has, fallen off the rails a little bit. Our technology and methods of detection have evolved so much, but the how and when we talk about simply needs to be more frequent and in line with our evolution. So it's nice that they're admitting, yeah, we probably need to talk a little bit more about this. Are they going to actually follow through with that though? The Ricochet anti-cheat team has heard your feedback, and this progress report was written to provide a meaningful update on the issue of cheating, as well as outlining the foundation for the year to come with Black Ops 6. Over the last year, we have been investigating in numerous core systems focused on decreasing the time gap between when cheating occurs and when our systems are able to act. By building on this foundation, we were able to evolve more quickly and respond more rapidly. More on how fast we are trying to be later on in the blog. So what does Team Ricochet do? We protect Call of Duty games. Okay, that's a way to put it. We often achieve the goal, but we know there is so much more work to do. So what is cheating in COD? Simply put, it's anything that gives a player an unfair advantage in game using nefarious software like wall hacks or perfect aim, not to be confused with any abuse of in-game glitches. So Ricochet attacks stuff like cheating, that's aimbot and wall hacks and 2D radar and this, that, and whatever else. Ricochet does not go in and deal with glitches and things like that that happen in game because of a bug with an update or something like that. Cheating also includes account sharing to unlock gear, using software to get items you haven't earned or purchased, or account boosting. So this is a big one that I again want to highlight because it's especially been in the spotlight lately. If you pay somebody to level up your account and do stuff like that, technically that classifies as cheating. So if you're someone who's thinking about doing that, I would personally advise against it. Using software like unlock tools is also cheating, and you will get banned eventually if you use an unlock tool. So again, just play the game, unlock stuff for yourself. It's Call of Duty. It's really not that hard. You might be wondering, how do people cheat in online games? Simply put, cheaters use a software to manipulate, yada, yada, yada. That's not new information whatsoever. The people behind these cheats are organized illegal groups that pick apart every piece of data within our games to look for some way to make cheating possible. These bad guys are not just some script kiddies poking around with code they found online. Interesting verbiage in this blog for sure. They are a collective who profit from exploiting on the hard work of game devs across the industry. I can agree, cheaters are losers. But cheat developers are flawed. Clearly, they had to pretend to be good at video games. They're trying to throw shots here, but like, guys, maybe throw shots if the Ricochet anti-cheat was actually good. Every time they cheat, they leave breadcrumbs behind. There are several ways we find those. Team Ricochet's kernel level driver for PC that runs as you play the game. It's kernel level, but it's only active when you boot the game, which means that it's much more reactionary than it is preventative. Server-side and client-side detections, machine learning models that look for anomalies and examine matches, anti-cheat replay investigation tool, third-party hardware detections, and more. So what exactly are they going to be doing in Black Ops 6? They say the number one thing both we and you care about is not losing another match to a cheater, or losing a streak, or losing even a life to a cheater, ideally, right? A lot has been put into Black Ops 6 to upgrade security, but here's the goal we're targeting. We want to catch and remove cheaters within 1 hour of them being in their first match. So here's my thing with this. I like that they're trying to improve this. Like, that is objectively good, right? I don't like that their goal is still a reactionary measure though. We need preventative measures. A cheater should be stopped before they get into a game, not an hour after they've been cheating at latest with their goal here, right? So it's cool that they're trying to take innovation and they're trying to, upgrade and update things to make the anti-cheat better, but their goals here I'm a little bit confused with, just because it seems like the end goal should be preventative and not still reactionary. My 2 cents on the matter. This metric is called time to action, and we'll be monitoring our progress internally and building technology to drive this number down. During the Black Ops 6 beta, our team was live testing a lot of its new tech to try and achieve this goal. Weekend 1 was a stumble. In the past, we've used data from console players during beta weekend 1 to train our systems, but simply, even though we love our friends who game on PC, it's nice to have a weekend to stress test systems without the risk of cheaters. Since we had to protect the game without those stress tests, our new technology was eager to catch cheaters, but it came out a little too hot, and that's why so many players were getting false banned, I guess. When we recognized those errors, we immediately made adjustments to correct course. Cheaters were able to complete around 10 multiplayer matches during weekend 1 before being removed. After tweaking the systems and deploying new detection methods for weekend 2, we cut that time in half to 5 matches. That timing achieved our time to action goal. In fact, 25% of all weekend 2 bans happened in the first match a cheater ever played, so that's actually kind of interesting. Still though, the cheater's able to get on and play the game, and then they get banned afterwards. That's still a fail in my opinion. It's better than it could be, but it's still not a win. But removing someone after they cheat is not perfect, so we are ramping up detections to try and stop even more cheaters before they load into a game. All right, here we go. This is what I like to hear. During the beta, we stopped over 12,000 confirmed cheating accounts before they ever saw the inside of a match. Guys, I feel like we maybe should have led with this, then I wouldn't be criticizing halfway through a paragraph. Black Ops 6 on day 1 is going to launch with a variety of updated anti-cheat tech. To name a few, an updated version of the kernel level driver. Note, all features in the October 25th update will protect any title that uses the driver, including Warzone as well. All mitigations, including damage shield, disarm, splat, hallucination, and others, are going to be live, so the similar cheater trolling things that we have already out there. New machine learning behavior systems focus on speed of detection. New machine learning detection models to analyze gameplay to combat aimbots, so they'll actually be analyzing unrealistic aim and like clearly being able to see this person has an 80% headshot ratio. That's just not obtainable, right? Upgrades when ranked play launches, which include continuous examinations to determine if leaderboard placements are accurate, and we'll have a blog on that later on. And then also for Warzone specifically, we've deployed new mitigations to interrupt cheaters. Stay tuned for a future report on that. We are always looking for those breadcrumbs to find the bad actors and get them out. Then they say, what's ahead? Here's what we got with this. While Team Ricochet continues to develop and deploy client and server-side anti-cheat systems, we're looking at what comes next. Fighting cheats today on the client where illicit programs are activated is like battling a bad guy's home turf, or battling on a bad guy's home turf. It's their machine and their code. Kernel level drivers on PC have enhanced anti-cheats reach, but cheaters are already offering cheats that go beyond the kernel, even going as far to utilize special PC hardware designed for cheating. But our team has been working on for the future is a suite of tools that use AI to find and fight cheaters. Today, cheaters can run and hide behind trails, but what if that trail disappears? That is what the team has been working on. Cheat developers can't hide player behavior. How people play, the legit, the phony, the good, and the bad gives us info, and we use that to build ways to pick out the bad folks. We already have data from cheaters, but to help build out profiles for those god tier players, we examine data from the COD League, which every match is recorded and every stat is preserved. So basically, they are analyzing what a cheater's gameplay looks like versus what an absolute like top tier player looks like, the best of the best in the CDL. So interesting that they're actually using that for comparison, saying, okay, this, if you're better, if you're cheating over here and your gameplay looks better than the top of the top in the CDL, something might be up, or you need to be on a contract ASAP, right? They also say our commitment. Cheating is a frustrating issue across the industry, but our goal is to get bad actors out of our game as fast as possible. Our North Star is within 1 hour. We've had a lot of wins over the years, taking down several cheat developers, completely shutting out third-party hardware, flinging cheaters towards the ground at mock speed, but we know those wins don't make you feel any better when you get beamed by a cheater from across the map. We can't tell you that cheaters will disappear forever because of the tech we're preparing for launch, but everyone at Team Ricochet will use every tool we can to keep fighting to deliver a fair and fun experience for you. And if the right tool doesn't exist, we'll make it ourselves. Anti-cheat is a constant effort, and we're always working to stop and thwart the efforts of cheaters. It's an effort that we are deeply committed to. So this is an interesting anti-cheat blog. Unfortunately, this doesn't affect or address anything that we talked about yesterday with the serious exploit regarding permabans, but this is a different tone from Ricochet. Now, what I've said throughout this still stands true. unless you have a preventative anti-cheat, you are failing. Yes, reactionary is awesome, and if you can get it to be a fast reactionary anti-cheat, that is great. That's good. That's a step up from what we have now. The end goal should be preventative, as they sort of outlined there too. But the way that they're talking in this one, it seems a lot more casual, which I guess is cool. It's not nearly as, corporate, if you will, but also it is a different tone, that they're almost like more aggressive towards cheaters at this point, which I think is a good thing. I think that maybe shows they care a little bit more than we like to give them credit for, considering that Ricochet, as we know, is not great, so it gets a lot of harsh feedback, and I think rightfully so. It's important to be critical of things like that, but an interesting blog nonetheless. Those are all of the anti-cheat updates that we currently know of for Black Ops 6. As this evolves, we see other things announced and revealed. I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date with absolutely everything you need to know about Call of Duty, so feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and if you enjoyed the video, a like rating on your way out would be really appreciated. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.